So today's Saturday and I'm starting breakfast at the lake as I've done before with my friends. Invite them here for breakfast. So I'm going to go and grab some food and then I'm going to see what the rest of the day is going to hold in store for us.
Слушай, американский, я там в наркодиспансер ездил, там что-то это...
Там сейчас какие-то вишня, музей.
Смотри, все это...
Ну это, Юр,
Да.
Прямая
а
линия.
лучок?
Ага.
Лучок, вот лучок, давай. Внутри очень хороший. Бля, мне кажется, мы объедимся. Сэм, зря ты поел.
А что такое?
Это сало.
Сало?
Сало.
А это что?
Соленое сало, свиное. Очень
Ага.
вкусное. В России очень любят сало.
А-
Не меньше, чем на Украине.
А именно, что за состав, что это такое?
Жир свиньи.
А, фу.
Ну, свинья на боках, у нее жир.
Ага.
Его срезают.
на боках.
Его срезают, солью солят с чесночком. Состав варенья: крыжовник, перетертый в мясорубку, бананы добавлены и апельсины с коркой. Все это
Интересно.
прокручено в мясорубку и в пропорции 1 к 1 с сахарным песком перемешано. И получается вот такой...
Молодец. А ты сам сделал, да? Молодец.
Да.
Там пробовал.
8 трехлитровых банок, 24 литра.
Я уже не
И
ел.
вот за этим мы все съедим в нашей
А
компании.
ты любишь вот типа вот такие-то дома что-то готовить, что-то вот?
Да,
Да?
да.
Молодец.
Но больше всего варенье делаю. В этом году из облепихи делал, парням привозил, угощал. Всем понравилось. Облепиху знаешь ягоды?
Да, облепиха знаю, чай я пью такой, да.
Вот,
Не знаю, каким
облепиха
ты
тоже.
парням привозил.
Каким
Особенные парни, блин. Но мы облепихи
Парни
не
смеются,
пробовали.
говорят, не знаем, приносил или не
На
приносил.
память 100 грамм.
Ты пробежишь.
А, Ромчик, хочешь 100 грамм?
не купишь. Нет? Я за рулем. Ты смонтируешь, да?
Да. Все, отлично, молодец. Что сказать?
Не, последний не надо.
Я вернусь, я вернусь!
Хочу скорее вылезти обратно. Не замерз. Тапки сними, тапки.
Тапки сними, да?
А то не сработает. Да.
Ром, мы за тебя кричать будем, давай!
Вот, а ты боялся.
Извините, мужчина, что такое? Что ты кушаешь?
Это...
Пряник.
Мужчина.
Нет, это...
Пряник из Голландии.
Да, национальное русское блюдо.
Он мне дорого.
Пряник. Хлеб, посыпанный кокаином.
Здесь мех вот такой. Да. Ну это в Америке.
Согреешься, да, Ром?
Да, сразу. И не только.
Кальсоны сразу снимешь.
Молодцы. So I was just driving past and I've seen there's a church over there in the distance that looks like it's being renovated, so let's go and check it out. Let's have a quick look, see if it's open maybe. We're going to have a look inside. There's a door here, let's see if it's locked or whatever. No, it's locked. So I've just found some people working inside and I've just shouted at them and they're going to let me inside and have a look what it's like in there, so let's go and see. So it looks like it's under construction. Wow, bet it's going to be amazing when it's done. Guess that's the toilet. Wouldn't fancy going in there in winter. It's hard to imagine, isn't it, if you had to go to a well to get your water every day. Imagine what that would be like, having to go to a well. Let's see, is there any water inside there? Yeah, it's a working well. I've got no idea what that thing is. Looks like they've designed something in the style of a berry or something, I don't know. Is it a shed or something? Now, when we talk about villages that are in decline, okay, when decline, there's a lot of villages in Russia that are like this behind me, yeah? Kind of just ruined, dilapidated and falling apart. And often people ask the question, you know, to people living here, is it better in Soviet times? Well, there's a couple of explanations. Okay, first of all, if somebody is around 80 years old and they remember Soviet times, they remember life as when they were younger. When you're younger, you remember things with nostalgia. Of course, you were young, it was better, it was just more fun, life was better. The second thing is, if you lived all your life in the Soviet Union, you were guaranteed a pension, and goods and products were a lot cheaper. So as a pensioner in the Soviet Union, if you'd served your life in the Soviet Union and you got to the age of being a pensioner, then you would have been looked after, products would have been a lot cheaper. There'd have been a less assortment of products, but products would be cheaper, the pension would be more, it would stretch a lot longer, a longer way. You know, is the village in decline? Well, the village might have declined anyway because of market forces. You know, obviously when the Soviet Union opened up, it opened up, and let's say, you know, someone was making milk in their house or their own little area of land. Suddenly, you know, perhaps somebody who had some more money thought, well, let me buy a piece of land and get 1,000 cows and start using technology to create milk at a cheaper, more quality standard. And of course, you know, if you had your own little farm, you went out of business. So I understand that for some people living in a village, you know, they're in decline, but at the same time, there's lots of other villages that are expanding. And why they're expanding was because people are earning money, and then they're coming out and they're building houses in other areas. And, you know, just like, so villages are becoming more like villages in the UK. People don't actually work in the village, they work in the city, and they've got a country house or a country residence, because literally, you know, 500 meters away from there, you've got houses like this, obviously being built, and like this, but then opposite them, you've got the typical kind of village one. Complete contrast. Or houses like this that just look like, just like England, really, you know, anywhere else in the world. Well, look at this for a house. This is huge. Looks like a leisure centre or something. That's massive. Wow, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? I wonder who lives there. That is absolutely huge. Wow. But there are lots of areas like this with houses that are falling apart. You know, it is such a shame. Will it change? I reckon in about 50 years time, you're going to see most of the people in villages are going to be people who are earning money in the cities and then coming and building new houses in villages. Look at this one's for sale. Really picturesque place in the woods or the forest. Just found a cat on top of the gas pipe. Huh.